What is going on, people? Yo, we are actually back today and we are talking about something a little sad, a little unfortunate. It's about all dogs going to heaven. We recently lost our beloved Riley the other day. We had to go put her down, and Taylor was kind of sad, so she wanted to dedicate this show to Riley. Go ahead, Taylor. Talk to the people about what you want. Talk to the people, baby.
Yeah, Riley was my girl for sure. Um, Besides Auntie Net, I feel like I was her favorite human in the house. And she was just the last dog left, so that was really my sis, my little fat little sis. So yeah.
So our other dog, Madison, who was my favorite, who was a German Shepherd, best dog ever. We had to put her down in 2020. So, these dogs and animals, man, they're like part of the family. Like I never got that before until I saw the way that my girls reacted, when the dogs had passed. For Madison, for me, again, like I said, I'm not an animal person, but I'm definitely empathetic. And for me, when I realized that I was an animal person, well, when I realized how much I loved the dog Madison is because I took my girls to the park one time. And this is when we first got her. Madison was a puppy. And literally the entire time that we were at the park, Madison scaled the fence. And I was like, all right, I'll rock with you. And ever since then, Madison was my girl. But yeah, I mean, you just don't realize like how much these pets become a part of your family. It almost makes you scared to get an animal because it's like, damn, they life expectancy is only like what they both lasted like 15 years, right?
Yeah, just about.
What is so funny?
14, 14 to 15.
What is wrong with you? I don't get it. Why are you laughing about all dogs going to heaven? Come on, T, get us together, girl. The people are listening.
Yeah.
It's not
I'm
funny, so why are you laughing? All right, y'all. Taylor's having a moment. I don't know what kind of moment she's having because this was her episode that she wanted to talk about, and all she can do is laugh. Are you laughing to keep from crying? Because she's been crying all week, y'all. Like literally, she called me screaming and yelling, like, "No,
oh,
why?"
you mean I'm yelling. Excuse me, I just had a moment. But yes, yeah, I think she was like 15. So it was about her time. Unfortunately. I think I was just sad because I wasn't home and it happened. And I was really betting on her being there after I graduate, but
Girl, you did not want her to be there when you graduated. I'm telling you now, because that girl, she was going downhill fast. I mean, like, whew, like she was gone. If she would have waited till May, we would have been carrying her, carrying her to come see you. We didn't want that. Did you watch the? I was watching Instagram the other day, and Mama D, she like had a funeral for her dog. Now, do you think that's going too far?
no, and my boyfriend sent me the same thing on Instagram.
But do you think that's going too far? Or is it like, nah, they part of our family?
Procession for Madison and Riley if I could afford it.
You want to have a funeral for the dogs?
Yes.
What
And
are we
you
gonna
know
do
we
with
have
their
Madison sitting up on our windowsill.
What are we gonna do with their bodies? Y'all just gonna you gonna walk
We cremated her.
and you got them in a locket?
No, we have her in a box.
Oh, what y'all gonna do with the box? Now look, y'all, like I said, y'all not gonna have no dog up on my mantle. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. I love y'all. I love you. I miss you. R.I.P. But you're not gonna be up on my mantle though. And I'm not trying to be. I hope that nobody thinks that I'm trying to be like harsh or mean or rude or anything like that. But maybe Taylor, maybe you can explain it to me because again, it's like okay, they could be replaced, but they become part of your family. So I don't really know. I just didn't grow up with animals like that, so I don't really know. But again, I do have empathy for it.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, Madison has really just been there for me since like the beginning, like when we moved into our first house. And then Riley came along like literally a couple of years after that. So it's literally just been the dogs like in our lives. So I think just like not having them kind of can like affect your routine, like because it was me, mommy, and Kennedy in the house, and it was me and it was Madison there. So it would become our daily routine. Like our lives would revolve around the dog. She would be breaking stuff, chewing on stuff. Like, okay, Riley is stealing stuff off the counter. She's peeing in the house because she's scared. Like, I've seen you 20 times today. What's going on? So, they just bring character inside the house, personality inside the house. So, I mean, when they're gone, it's like, dang, what do I do now? Like, they're just part of you.
One of
So,
my, I'm sorry.
I think,
No, one of my really good friends, his name is Jim, and he was talking to me about it. And he was actually explaining to me about you guys. He's like, Sharif, he's like, that dog has been there like when times when you weren't there. You know what I mean? Like that dog has been there. Like when you and your wife were getting divorced, that dog was there for those girls. So those girls do have that. And again, I mean, I'd already started to look at it differently. But when he said that, I was like, damn, I didn't really think about it like that. Like that dog, those dogs, they really, they've been there for y'all. Like for real.
for real. My little roll.
Nah.
But like, moral of the story of this podcast is no loss is too small. It's okay to grieve over whatever you want to grieve about. I used to grieve over my pet fish dying, and me and
The
my
pet
sister,
fish, y'all, that she flushed down the toilet like five. Me and her mom was like, "Yo, you got to stop killing the fish. What's going on?"
whatever. Like, but me and my sister would have little like funerals if we found like a dead cat outside of our house. Like we would sing Hallelujah and have a little funeral session. So it's just like I love animals.
He
So
does.
you can warn over whatever you want to. It's not silly. I even texted my little mentorship group and I was like, hey guys, I'm really sad. It may seem silly, but my dog passed away. And they all validated my feelings. It was like, it's not silly. Dogs are a part of, our family at the end of the day. So it made me feel better and it made me feel okay to
Why would
be.
you feel like it was be? Why would you think it would be silly? Like, who made you feel silly?
Nobody made me feel silly. It's just like sometimes people can be like, why is she crying over a dog?
I don't think that anybody would be like, "Why is she crying over a dog?" It's like, "Why is she having an episode in the middle of Walmart, crying, crying over the dog, on her knees, screaming, 'Why me, Lord Jesus? Why me?'" Like that's, I think, why people would be looking at you, but not because that you lost your pet.
Yeah.
You have these random breakdowns. It'd be like just like random. Like you'll come. First of all, y'all, I gotta tell y'all, Taylor calls me all the time. I never want her to stop, but that kid calls me like literally every time that she's having a bad day, a bad moment. Pop, pop, pop. And I'm like, yo, where are you at right now? She's like, I just left the store and I just had a meltdown. I'm like, why, baby? Well, I'm thinking about the dog, and I'm like, okay, calm down, calm down. So I don't think that it's the
It wasn't even like a random, like, oh, I'm sad about the dog. What had happened was they didn't have the type of credit card that I have in Costco. And that's where I can save the most. And keep in mind, I have my basket, like my little items that I want to buy. Like, I'm good. I'm walking up to the front. And the lady is so rude, first of all. And I'm like, oh, like, do you guys not take it? If it's not on the sign, I guess not. I'm like, I mean, I see it, but like, is it only for credit or debit card? She's like, what does it say on your phone? Okay, so I push the car to the side. I'm like, this bleep is dumb. And I just walk out because I'm so angry. And I just get in the car and I start crying. So I think it was just a lot of stuff building up.
So it was a multitude of things. It wasn't just about Riley. It was a multitude of things.
Yeah, but I think Riley was a catalyst for sure.
Okay. All right, y'all. Well, look, that concludes our session for today. And the moral of the story is if you have pets and if they pass on, it's okay to mourn. Like, people aren't going to make fun of you or make jokes and nothing like that. They're part of your family. I've learned that over the years. I've had to. My girls have shown me that. Like I said, my boy Jim, he talked to me about that as well. And so I get it. Like, I get it. I really, really do. It does make me hesitant to like keep buying animals though, because I'm like, yo, these life expectancies ain't that long. So I don't want to be going through this next every 5-10 years. So anyway, yo, be good to yourself. I believe that you are dope as hell. I believe that you got something going on. I believe that you got a purpose and a reason for being here. So keep being good to yourself and keep being good to others. We out. You are
Bye.
dope.